So then you can get that breath in as you're letting breath out, so you keep that power up. So you've got okay, and so sometimes then you're probably getting too much breath in, so then you balance it out. So maybe first time we'll do whoosh out, and then second time round we'll do in. So you'd have whoosh, whoosh, great. Let's have a second pattern then. So that's pattern number one. Let's use some of our other sounds. What do we want next on number one? So we'll call that pattern A. Let's have pattern B. So we're going to go with another nice safe at the start.
Perfect.
Number three.
Cha. Cha.
Cha.
Has to be really good. Yeah.
Great, so now we've got great, let's have this half of the room are going to do pattern A, and this half of the room are going to do pattern B. So we have whoosh, whoosh, beautiful. And then let's have another pattern, pattern C. Okay, we'll have a five.
We have a first one at the end.
Oh, yes. It's got jazz now.
Ooh, we've got
4-4-5-4.
so we're going to be in five. So we've got a bit of minimalism going on. We're going to have some face.
Or is that 1
Put
4
them
in?
together.
So okay, you want them. So there, we imagine them like a quaver each.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's a pretty tricky one.
Yeah.
Wow. Alright, so you get the idea with that. Now what we'll do is, in terms of building up the patterns I did, we're going to take the box sets pattern that they've got. So can we have a listen to it again? And just try and pick out the beatbox from we go from the start. So we're just listening out to the beatbox and pick out the sounds that you can hear that she's making.
Thank you very much.
Alright, so what did we have? What were the main sounds? Yeah. So that was very much the BF, and it's just practice. I'd love to say that I can try and think about what my mouth. I'm sort of doing that with a well and then a as well, all combined together.
Was the girl on the right doing all of that?
All of yeah, well, she wasn't, not the harmonies, but all of that.
All of the beatboxing on it.
But some people can do all of the harmonies as well, and that's just crazy. So we have the what other sounds did we have?
Sound.
Yeah. And she's got the microphone as well, like, you know, it really helps.
I
So
think you need to, people who don't really appreciate beatboxing, they need to appreciate the difference in dynamics between using a microphone and not using a microphone, because a lot of people will see that and they go, oh, I can do that,
yeah.
and then without having all that amplification and
Because a
percussive
lot-
elements of the microphone, it
So-
really gets lost on people.
Would you learn it without mic first? Or
Yeah, I think stick it, try it. No, well, you're going to get more satisfaction with a, you know, a mic and a really loud PA that's got a lot of bottom end, and you'll go on and you'll go boom, and it'll be like boom.
So I think this is why kids tend to start doing that a lot,
Yeah.
because they can follow the sound a lot more and
Yeah.
get that percussive thing going on a lot more,
Okay.
as opposed to just doing it like that with their voice, because,
Okay.
and also younger kids don't have the
Yeah. Okay.
Well,
physical ability to do it.
We'll do this exercise and then I'll move on and show you, like, because in terms of getting tones underneath, you being able to like hum at the same time as doing the beat means that you can only make the beat with your muscles in your mouth, which then straight away takes the power out of it. But if you had a microphone there, it would straight away give that power back. So we'll do that. So we had the and we had the and what else did we have? It was on other main thing that she put in there. It was the hi-hat.
Yeah.
Okay, so we need to write a few, we'll just write on the back. We can keep the, we'll need a few more. So we have a selection of, we might need another hi-hat. So I'm just giving myself a little sort of sound bank to choose from here. I don't know how many I need. We've got 2 bass drums. We'll put another.
Yeah.
And then we'll give ourselves 4 snares. How would you write down?
K.
K. KC.
Yeah.
Okay. It's not good for teaching kids to read this.
Bollocks. It's like literacy doesn't come into it. We're doing it in numeracy with it.
Can we, maybe I need a dark pen. Can we read those all right though?
Yeah.
Alright, so it was the first thing she did, so we're just going to put it out. So that was. So if we imagine beat 1, beat 2. Okay, we try it a bit faster. So you start off this slow, and then we can build it up to. And in that cut, you can breathe on the cut. So try that this time. First time through, just breathe out when you do the cut, and second time, try and see if you can take a breath in as you do the cut. Beautiful. So now we're going to do a pattern where we're going to have something on, so imagine instead of crotchets, everything's going to be quavers, and let's just write a pattern now, just using the puffs, the ts and the k. What do you want? Number one.
Start with the buff.
Yeah? What was?
I did the last one. I was going to suggest that I do
No, put your hand up, just put your hand up, doesn't matter.
It's, I would say.
We'll have it. Another t.
Yeah.
Need more cats.
Yeah, we've got these three here.
Stick in a double cat.
1, 2, 3. So we can start this row as well, but let's just finish up. So we've got a bar here, and then we'll have a. What I'd say is a little rule is try and keep your don't have these spread out too much. So I'd maybe go back to putting at least one there. Which one? Another TS or? Right. So we have.
Would you ever split it up that you give different kids different parts?
Yeah, you could have. My mouth's getting really dry, it's getting hard to beatbox.
I could do the both of them.
I
do it with
Yeah, as a starting point, you could just have. We could split up, and we could be hi-hats here, just going.
But at the time you put on the pattern?
Oh yeah, well let's try it. So you could have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. So and then you get it's like a loop. So you're just worrying about. I'll come out of it. I'll let you. So you're going to be, and then your cut. You're going to find this hard. Cut and your, and then your cut. And we just got to be an audience for now, but we could have had we could have made it longer. So we'll start off slow, so it's going to be.
Whoops, sorry.
I think it's the empty chair that's doing this. Oh,
Yeah. So okay. So we could do that
It's
some
also
more.
high
Or you could do it
It's
that,
all about high pitch,
somebody's
'cause
off,
it feels like
somebody's
it's a little
off.
bit up syncopated, right? So if you had the,
Oh,
if
yeah.
you had the buffs on the ones and the threes and the petting kids could
Yeah, yeah.
relate to show, they'd probably pick that up faster.
Yeah, of course. You can do. I mean, it's just essentially you've got to play around with. So you can have. It's up to you where you choose to put those sounds. You just put them wherever you want. But this is like one way of arranging them. We're going to try now. We're going to try just having the sound in our mouths. Okay, and I'm not great at this. Sometimes I am and sometimes I'm not. But we're just going to have it in our mouths and we're going to try and breathe at the same time. So let's just start with breathing. So let's just breathe out. And then breathe in. And now. Okay. And let's just go with a nice simple pattern. Which is just. And what I want you to try and do is try and get so you're trying to close off all of this. So you have like a so you can't, so all of that's separate. So you've just got so you're trying to breathe at the same time as doing it, okay? And try and put a hum underneath it. Lovely. But again, it's just practice and it's just trying to experiment with what your mouth's able to do by itself. There's no it's really hard to explain because some things for people, it's like when you're playing an instrument, you know how some children just pick up an instrument and just, they know what they're doing, and sometimes you'll know with your instruments that you're, specialise on, or singers like Sharon. Why can Sharon sing so well? Like, she won't be able to ever explain that, but if you start to try and play around with your, when you're in the bath's a great one because you get great acoustics, and play around with what your voice can do and just have some fun, see whether you can do different things at the same time. Try and imagine where the sound is in your mouth. Don't know.